Hello, welcome to your latest video. Today we're going to be looking at adding and subtracting improper fractions. So here are your main skills today. So a bit of key terminology. Adding improper fractions. So by an improper fraction, I mean that anything where the top number is higher than the bottom number. So anything that's more than one whole one or more than 100%. And a mixed number, so that will be something like this, where you've got a whole number part and a fraction part. So we're going to be looking at those in this video. So here's your first example then. So I would like to have a look at this video, have a look at this question, pause it, have a go, and then we'll go through the answer. Now here is your answer to this one, but it's important you understand why that's the answer. This is a bit of a longer process with these ones compared to the proper fractions. So what you've got to do is you've got to first turn them into improper fractions, and the way that you do that is like this. So you've got 2 times 5 there. So first of all, you start off with the same denominator as the fraction part here. Now to turn this into an improper fraction, we do 2 times 5, which is 10, and then we add on the 2. And that will give us 12. So 12 over 5 is the same as 2 2/5. And the reason why, imagine you've got 2 whole ones split into fifths. So you can see on my little bars there, you've got 10 segments, and you've got this extra 2/5 here. And as you can see, if you count the segments, you end up with 12 over 5. So that's why those two are the same. Same idea with this one. 1 times 3 is 3. Add on the 1, you get 4. Now we're in the same position that we're in with proper fractions. So what we've got to do now is get the denominators the same. So to do that, you can do 3 times 5 to get 15, and that gives you a common multiple of 3 and 5. Then we can use our diagonals to get the top numbers. So 12 times 3 gives you 36 for that one. 4 times 5 gives you 20 for that one. And now when we add them together, 36 add 20 is 56. Then we've got 15 on the bottom there. Now we've got an improper fraction answer here. So now we need to turn that into this mixed number at the top. So we've got 15, then we've got 30, then 45, then 60. Now we've got 56 on the top here. So we're definitely going to be 3, lots of 15. And then the difference between 45 and 56 is 11. So that's our remainder. If we were to do 56 divided by 15, 11, we would have 3, remainder 11. So that goes on top of this fraction just here. Okay, let's go and look at another example then. Okay, so our next question here then, we've got 1 and 5/9, add 2 1/2. So pause your video and have a go. Okay, so if we take a look at this then, first of all, again, we need to do the same thing where we need to make sure we've got an improper fraction. So we've got here 1 times 9, which is 9, add 5, which gives you 14. Remember, we're going to have the same denominator. Then we've got 2 times 2, which is 4, add on the 1, you get 5. Okay, so now we've got to make sure, as we would with a proper fraction, that we've got the same bottom numbers. So the way that we can do that is we can do 9 times 2, which is 18. And then if we do 14 times 2, which is 28, that goes on the top of that one. And then 9 times 5, which is 45, just there. Then we just need to add together our top numbers. So we've then got 73 over 18 when we do that. Okay, so if we count up in 18s now, then we've got 18, 36, then we've got 54, We've got 72, and we've got 90. So we've done the first 5 multiples, but we can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 till we get to 72. So that gives us our 4 when we turn this into a mixed number, and then we've got 1 left after that 73, a remainder of 1, which means we will have 1 over 18 for the fraction part of our mixed number. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at doing a bit of subtracting. So it's very similar, except for we've got some subtraction at the end. Okay, first question then, pause your video and have a go. Okay, let's look at the answers to this then. So first step, very similar to the additions. We've just got to make sure we've got some improper fractions first. So we're still going to have the same denominators to start with. So 4 times, for this one, 4 times 4 is 16. Add on the 3, you get 19. 3 times 5 is 15. Add on the 2, you get 17. Quite tricky numbers we've got here on this one. So now we need to make sure we've got the same denominator. So the way that we do that is we can do 4 times 5 to get 20. Then we've got to do 19 times 5, which is going to give us 95. And then 17 times 4 will give us 68 for that one. Now all we've got to do is take away our top numbers. So when we do 95 minus 68, that will give us 27. If we write out our multiples of 20 then, so we've got 20, 40, 60. Clearly see here we don't need to go too high. We don't even need to go beyond 40 really. So if we look, we've got one full 20 here, and we've got then a remainder of 7. So that goes on the top of the fraction, just above your 20 there. Okay, let's have a look at one more final example then. So we've got 4 1/4 minus 2 5/7. So pause your video and have a go. Okay, let's have a look at how we got to the answer for this then. So we've got 4 1/4 here. Again, we need to turn them into improper fractions first. So we've got a 4 there and a 7 there. So in your first one, 4 4s are 16. Add on your 1, you get 17. Then we've got 2 7s, which are 14. Add on your 5, and you get 19. Then if we do a subtraction, oh no, we don't do that yet, sorry. We need to make the denominators the same. So next thing we need to do is do 4 times 7, which is 28. Then we've got to do 17 times 7, which is 119. 19 times 4, which will give us 76. And then we've got to do a subtraction. So we've got to do 119 minus 76. And that will give us 43 over 28. And if we look at our multiples of 28, so you've got 128, which is 28, and your second one is 56. So we can clearly see here we've only got one lot of 28. And then we've got another 15 until we get to 43. So that's our remainder here. So that's why it's 1 and 15 over 28. Okay, so hopefully that's helped you a little bit. It is quite tough questions, these ones, but hopefully this video has helped you a little bit. If it has, please hit subscribe and there'll be loads more content coming your way. Thanks very much. Bye bye.